A pension fund in Canada betting millions on the exact date of a stranger's death in Florida. A river in California sold to a hedge fund before the rain even hits the ground. And a classic rock anthem that is no longer a piece of art, but a tradable stock ticker on the London Exchange. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how the financialization of everything has turned the entire human experience into a global casino, and why the cost of your survival, your home, your water, and even your body is skyrocketing because Wall Street decided that your basic needs are their safest investment vehicle. You are about to see how reality itself was turned into a derivative. Stop asking why you can't afford a house. Stop asking why the rent goes up every year while the building falls apart. Stop asking why your favorite song is suddenly in a car insurance commercial. You think these are isolated annoyances. They are not. They are symptoms of a hostile takeover. For thousands of years, an object had use value. You bought a house to live in it. You bought bread to eat it. But that wasn't enough for the financial sector. They ran out of stocks to buy. They ran out of bonds to trade. So they looked at the real world. They looked at your life. And they asked, how can we turn this into a bond? The stakes here are the death of ownership. You are being transitioned into a permanent tenant class. When a house becomes a financial instrument, it doesn't matter if it's a good place to live. It only matters if it generates yield. You are no longer a citizen living in a community. You are a revenue stream living in an asset class. They are extracting rent from every waking moment of your existence. If they could figure out how to charge you for the air in your lungs, they would bundle it, securitize it, and sell it to a pension fund in Norway by noon. To understand how they put a price tag on the priceless, we have to look at the machinery of securitization. It is a process that strips the soul out of an object and leaves only the math. It operates in 3 phases of abstraction. Step 1 is the setup, the Bowie Bond blueprint. We have to go back to 1997. David Bowie, the rock star, did something revolutionary. He didn't just sell albums, he securitized himself. He issued Bowie Bonds. He took the future royalties of his songs Ziggy Stardust, Heroes, and sold the rights to that future income for $55 million up front. Investors bought the bonds. They got paid every time you listened to the song. At the time, it was a novelty, a rock star stunt. But Wall Street was watching. They realized, wait, if we can turn a song into a bond, what else can we turn into a bond? This broke the dam. Suddenly, anything with a cash flow could be packaged. Your student loan debt, packaged and sold. Your car payment, packaged and sold. The rent from your trailer park, packaged and sold. Step 2 is the trick, the housing heist, REITs. This is where it hurts you the most. Historically, single-family homes were owned by families. But after the 2008 crash, giant investment firms like Blackstone saw an opportunity. They created massive real estate investment trusts, REITs. They didn't buy one house. They bought tens of thousands. They developed algorithms to sweep auctions. They bought entire neighborhoods in Atlanta, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. They turned these homes into rental units. But here is the trick. They bundled the rental income from these thousands of homes into a financial security, just like a mortgage bond. They sold shares of your rent to investors. Now, the landlord isn't a guy named Bob down the street. The landlord is a global algorithm that demands the rent go up by 15% every year to satisfy the shareholders. They financialized the roof over your head. A home is no longer a shelter. It is a line item on a balance sheet that must outperform the S&P 500. Step 3 is the proof, the water futures market. You want the smoking gun? You want to see the dystopia? Look at the 7th of December 2020. On that day, the CME Group, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, launched the world's first water futures market. Ticker symbol NQH20. For the first time in human history, water became a speculative asset, traded alongside oil and gold. They claimed it would help farmers hedge against drought. That is the cover story. In reality, it allows hedge funds to bet on water scarcity. If there is a drought, the price of the contract goes up. The investors get rich. Think about the incentive structure. The people holding these contracts now have a financial interest in water becoming scarce. They profit when the reservoir runs dry. This is the ultimate financialization. They have taken the most essential biological requirement for life and turned it into a gambling chip. So, where does this end? It ends in the subscription serfdom. This is the wealth transfer. The ultimate goal of financialization is to ensure that you never own anything, but you pay for everything forever. Look at the software companies. You used to buy a disk, now you pay a monthly fee. Look at the car companies. BMW tried to charge a monthly subscription to turn on the heated seats in your car. Why? Because recurring revenue is worth more on the stock market than a one-time sale. The exit for the corporations is a world where every aspect of your life, your transportation, your entertainment, your housing, your tools, is a service you rent from them. They extract value from you until you die. And even then, it's not over. The life settlement industry allows third parties to buy your life insurance policy. They pay you cash now, and then they collect the payout when you die. There are billions of dollars currently invested in funds that are literally waiting for people to stop breathing so they can cash out. Even your death has been financialized. Oscar Wilde once wrote that a cynic is a man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. We have built a civilization of cynics. We have allowed the logic of the market to invade the sanctuary of the human experience. We have decided that a forest is only valuable if it is chopped down or sold as a carbon credit. We have decided that a home is only valuable if it beats inflation. We have confused the ticker tape with the territory. The question isn't, how much is this worth? The question is there anything left in this world that is sacred enough to be kept off the auction block? Or are we all just biological assets waiting to be liquidated?